Hi, I'm Nicole Simard, the producer of The Infidel. As you may or may not be aware, this news program has a companion show called The Infidel Podcast of the Damned. Last week, our guest was none other than Michael Newdow, an attorney and trained doctor of emergency medicine who was granted the Freedom from Religion Foundation's Freethinker of the Year award in 2002. The interview that follows is a segment of the podcast episode in which Newdow joins the show's host, J. David Core, and myself to discuss litigation he will soon be bringing to challenge the U.S.'s national motto, "In God We Trust."
He's internet famous for something from a few years ago. What year was that?
We went to the Supreme Court 2004.
2004. Was that long ago? Doesn't seem like it was that long. Yeah. In 2004, Michael sued the government to have one nation under God taken out of the pledge. Is what it was. Right. And the Supreme Court decided not to, he won in the Ninth Circuit, and the Supreme Court decided not to hear that case because he didn't have standing. And you want to go ahead and give us the background on that again?
Yeah, I was claiming that it was an injury to myself when my daughter is told every morning that she should stand up and say her father's religious beliefs are incorrect. And so the Supreme Court said that I had Article 3 standing, but came up with this thing about prudential standing. Prudential standing is this idea that courts, the federal courts, should not hear certain cases that, I mean, there are different reasons, but in this case, that the states generally have jurisdiction over. And they claim that this was a family law case, which it actually was not. And not only that, but if you're going to use prudential standing and the idea that we don't want to step on the toes of the state, then it seems to me that what they should have done, if they really were true to that idea, is they should have asked the state. And there's a way to certify questions to the state Supreme Court and say, do you really want us to take away the right of your citizens to come to the federal courts and have their claims adjudicated when there's an alleged family law issue, which again, this wasn't, but even if it were, I'm not sure the people of California or the Supreme Court would say, no, we don't want our citizens to have the right to go to federal court. But that's what the Supreme Court, saying that they didn't want to step on the toes of California, concluded. So a long-winded answer, they didn't hear it. So.
Yeah. So if they had gone to the state and asked them that, and the state had, for whatever reason, said no, we don't want that, that would have affected every state going for every decision going forward from California, right?
No. I mean, it would have if anyone could have said anything had to do with family law. I mean, basically,
Right.
it said nothing to do with it. If there's a family law issue, somebody could always have said, oh, well, this involves family law, and under the Elk Grove case, we're not, you shouldn't hear the case. So,
Right.
But that's a different issue from the religious freedom matter. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so and now you're involved in another religious freedom issue.
correct. This was actually the one I originally started. The whole reason I got into this was because I saw "In God We Trust" on all our coins and currency. I said, wait a second, I know I heard something in law school about this, and it doesn't sound right. And started doing the research and found out it isn't right.
Yeah.
It's unconstitutional. So, as we all would imagine.
Right. Well, I mean, it's just prima facie on the First Amendment. Since it was Congress that made the motto "In God We Trust," that's just a blatant violation of the Establishment Clause.
I would think so. Yeah. I mean, even Justice Scalia says government may not lend its power to one or the other side in controversies over religious dogma. I mean, what greater controversy over religious dogma is there than whether or not God exists?
Right.
Just that in God we trust, knowing that there are Americans who, and it doesn't, and the Bill of Rights doesn't apply only to Americans, that there are people here who don't believe in God. It's pretty arrogant, I don't know, statement to make, and
Right.
certainly an unconstitutional one.
Yeah, but not only people who don't believe in God, also polytheists.
Polytheists and people who believe in God and think that you shouldn't be putting, his name on our coins, and you shouldn't be making our national motto, and that people should be allowed to believe what they want without government weighing in on their side or not on their side, either way, which
Right.
is what the framers were saying.
Well, if you're a Buddhist, it would be weird to be saying, one nation under God.
Or "In God We Trust." Right. Yeah, or a Hindu, or a polytheist like a Wiccan, you know. But so what?
Or a Christian who believes that government should stay out of this and that people should
Right.
go. You know, that's one of the arguments that was made at the founding, was that, you know, not only is this bad for the people who are outsiders, but it's bad for the people who are insiders, because we don't want government getting involved in our religion. You know, all of us, we have conflicts that we don't want.
Right, which is where the original idea of separation of church and state came from, was the Danbury Baptist letter, which was Baptists asking, how do we know that the state isn't going to make Episcopalianism the state religion again?
Right. I would just say that it wasn't actually, it goes back beyond that. Actually, Roger Williams talked about the separation of the garden of the church.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as it being considered a constitutional idea, was the first mention of it was.
Yeah, certainly Jefferson in his letter used that term. So
right,
and that's, you know, you always hear the monotheists who want government advocating for their religion, of course. You always hear them saying, "Well, you know, separation of church and state isn't in the Constitution." It's a ridiculous argument. Separation of powers, that term isn't in the Constitution either. You know, it's a million ideas that we use different language for. I mean,
right.
They have some pretty bogus arguments.
So what is it you're doing right now as far as your new program?
So this one, actually, I've already brought twice and lost. But now I'm doing it with RFRA. I did bring RFRA in the past, but now we have two new Supreme Court cases with the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, RFRA. And every justice, every time that RFRA has been heard, including these last two cases, has upheld the idea that RFRA means what it says, that the government cannot infringe on people's religious exercise without a compelling interest, and the burden of proof is on the government to show that they have a compelling interest and that they've narrowly tailored their laws to serve that interest. And so I'm making the argument, you know, forget the Establishment Clause, even though it's flagrantly in violation of the Establishment Clause to have in God we trust on our coins and currency. Forget that, because that argument, you know, the justices and the judges keep coming up with these ridiculous arguments. So I'll assume that every judge will be dishonest and come up with these bogus arguments. But they've only done that for the Establishment Clause. They haven't done that for RFRA. And the Supreme Court, every justice has said that RFRA means what it says. So I contend that it is a substantial burden on the exercise of any individual to be forced to carry around a message that is the complete antithesis of what they believe. I think, you know, for Jews to say that Jesus is the Messiah, and for the government to say, hey, you got to carry this on your body from now on, or to tell, you know, Christians that Jesus is a myth, I think that, you know, the world would go crazy if either of those things happened. And that's exactly what happens now. Atheists are forced to carry the idea that we trust in God.
Right. And Christians actually use that as a cudgel, too, because they will say, well, it says so on the money. You'll hear them say that.
For sure. Yeah. And that's, you know, again, one of the reasons that we don't want government getting involved, because that turns people into insiders, outsiders. You know, we believe in Sharia law, we're the real Muslims, you know, or whatever. It works. And we see that, you know, we're spending, you know, how much of our GDP, you know, fighting this idea, how many people are getting killed because of, you know, people who think their religion is the one that everybody should follow. And then here we are, the bastion of religious freedom, doing the exact same thing. Certainly not as grossly, but, you know, it's certainly the same idea.
Same idea, yeah. And so, what is it that right now you're trying to get all the different circuits to have a certain number of people represented?
Correct. Out of the 12 circuits, there's 11 numbered circuits. The circuits, for those who don't know, you'll hear, you know, the 9th Circuit, the 8th Circuit. You guys are in the 6th Circuit, Ohio. The circuits are geographically arranged. There's 11 numbered circuits, and then there's the D.C. Circuit, and there's also the federal circuit for that one you don't have to worry about. So out of those 12 circuits, the 11 numbered plus the D.C. Circuit, 5 have already ruled that in God we trust is okay. So you can't argue it again there. You can, but you get thrown out immediately because of stare decisis. But the other circuits, there are 7 other circuits that exist, and they haven't ruled on this question. And so I'm trying to I'm getting plaintiffs for every one of those circuits. We're almost there. We're getting pretty close. I want to have 10 plaintiffs, hopefully 2 organizations, and I'd like to, of those 10 plaintiffs, I'd like to have children, because the Supreme Court has essentially said that when children are involved, then we're really going to take the Constitution seriously, whereas we may not when there are adults involved. So I want to have 2 plaintiffs with children as well, and we're going to bring the case in all 7 circuits and hope that somewhere in the United States there's a federal circuit where 2 judges will actually uphold, if not the Establishment Clause, then RFRA, which is a statute, and especially since every single justice on the Supreme Court has said it means what it says. You cannot infringe on people's rights without a compelling interest, and the burden of proof is on you, the government, to show you have a compelling interest. And I argue that it's impossible to show you have a compelling interest to put in God we trust on our coins, when for the first, 90 years, we managed quite well to get around without having that. And most other nations managed to get around, do quite well without having religion on their coins and currency.
Right. I have agreed to be one of the plaintiffs if you need me, and my daughter. So yeah. So that's at least one out of Ohio, right there down.
Yeah, but as I say, we're pretty close. I don't know how many. I say we have about 6 or 7 average numbers of plaintiffs in each of the 7 circuits. So we're almost there.
Right. And if somebody wanted to, that's watching our show today, wanted to get involved, what would they do?
Thank you very much. It's nice of you to mention that. They would write to No More IGWT, which is No More in God We Trust, at gmail.com, and say, hey, I'd like to be a plaintiff. I think this is a great idea, and let's get these offensive words off of our coins, and let's get back to the idea that all religious views will be shown equal respect by the government of the United States.
Cool. Just so our audience also it knows, you're looking for people with children specifically. Is there an age limit on the children for
yeah, anyone minor children, so kids under 8. Real young kids are even better, but because then they always make the excuse, well, when they're 16, they're kind of like adults. I mean, we really don't have to uphold the Constitution like we don't when they're true adults. So younger is probably better. But just to correct kind of what I think you inadvertently may have said, we want plaintiffs without children too. I just want to have at least 2 in each circuit, just so I can make the argument, hey, you guys talk about special attention being paid to children. Here we have children, and so show that special attention.
Right. So, but if somebody does become a plaintiff, what about is there any way to become a plaintiff anonymously, or is that only for the children?
That's only for the kids. We will protect every case I've brought. I don't know, 3, I think, cases where we've asked for the names to be under seal of the families that have children, and that's been granted in every case. And that's serious stuff. That for the attorneys are required to maintain confidentiality, and if they do not, then they'll get thrown in jail. I mean, the judges take that seriously. As a matter of fact, there's only one little box that you have to check when you file documents. We have electronic filing now, and the only thing that pertains to is there something under seal here, because the whole federal system is based on the idea that when things are under seal, they have to be kept confidential. So your children, if you're concerned, those children will not be known to anyone except the attorneys, and the attorneys are obligated to keep that confidential. So yes, and there's nothing else that the only thing people have to do is say they want to do it. I'll send out a little contract, because as an attorney, I'm required to have that, so you know exactly what the representation entails. You don't have to pay anything. If you would like to contribute, that would be great. Each circuit, I just did it, and it's under $2,000 for start to finish, including printing the briefs, paying even if you go to the Supreme Court and ask for certiorari, it's not much. With 10 plaintiffs, that would be $200 a piece. But even if they were not to pay, we'll find the funds. So and so there's no financial burden. The only thing really you have to do is I will send out a little blurb that says, okay, tell us how this affects you, and they'll come up and say, this stuff bothers me, or every time I look at my coins, I see In God We Trust, or every once in a while when I look at my coins, I see In God We Trust, and I know it offends me, it hurts me, it makes me feel like an outsider, whatever it is that you feel, I need you to put that in writing. So.
Right. Okay. you said something about if somebody wanted to contribute that they could, like if like say I wanted to, it's going to cost $2,000, and if I wanted to participate in that, I could. Is there any? Do you have anything set up like a Patreon or a GoFundMe?
Not yet, but we will be doing that. So,
Okay.
yeah, and usually I don't have a nonprofit, so you either have to send it to me in my name, otherwise I can't cash the check, or we can usually I can find an organization that will serve as a nonprofit, and you can donate through them. But we're not up to that yet. Right now, I'm just like this.
Okay. And is there an online presence anywhere where people can read up on this?
Not yet. All of this is still coming along. I'll be posting all the information and all the filings as they go along. But
Okay.
a little behind, unfortunately.
Do you have
When you get any?
Do you have any kind of timeline?
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm going to do this by the true birthday of our nation, June 21st, which happens to be a Sunday this year. So it'll be Monday, June 22nd. But hopefully I'm going to have it filed in all of the circuits on that date. That's the day that the 21st was when New Hampshire ratified the Constitution, became the 9th state, and that was the official time where all of a sudden, that was the moment when we came into being as a nation. So I'd like to do it on that date.
Okay. Just as a suggestion, when you are ready to do this, you're probably already doing this anyway. I don't know if you're doing this or not, but are you going to be contacting all of the blogs like Greta Christina and Friendly Atheist and all of them and let them know what's going on?
I will try. And if anyone wants to help, if anyone has time, it's helpful, especially setting up the website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We lost you there.
Nicole, could you? We lost your audio for a second there.
Sorry. Yeah, just saying that if anyone has expertise setting up websites, which is, I guess, getting pretty easy now, wouldn't mind helping. I'd love the assistance because I'm very short on time, as many of us are. But we'll get it done one way or the other.
Okay. Whenever you get, since we're in contact, since I'm going to be one of your plaintiffs and we're in contact, I assume that I'll be getting updates. As you give me updates, I'll be sure and put it on the show and let people know when there's an online site where they can, if there's a place where they can donate, when they can donate. I'll be sure and keep people informed of all that. Okay. Thank you for your time, and we don't want to keep you any longer than we have to, but it was great having you on, and I look forward to working with you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.